Hello again. Welcome back, Derail Valley. Me, Exile, again. I promise you Boone does still exist. I've not got him locked in a cellar or anything like that. He's just taking his time actually bothering to record anything. I appear to have lost the job that I put in my pocket. I have a feeling that there may have been a slight update. Oops. That may have changed this, basically because I've got a load of licenses I didn't used to have. My wallet still has the right amount of money, so that's the key thing. This is the thing, it's probably been about 10 days since I last recorded Derail Valley. From me recording this to it going up, hopefully it'll be a little bit quicker than the last one, because I think you'll have just got the last one about a week before this, and I'm trying to close that down. But it looks like there's been some minor changes that have mucked about with my inventory. At least I've still got my watch, so that's good. So let's get straight into it. It's another week, another day. Let's get some of these jobs sorted out into what we can and can't do. So let's start on this side. Get that. Logistics hall we can't do. Shunting long to logistics hall can't do. I think that is the one that we just completed last time where we dropped it off. Freight hall, long one, quite heavy. Hazmat 2, long 1, long 2, and logistics. Shunting long 2, freight hall long 1, freight hall long 1, freight hall. Seems quite a small job. Long 1, freight hall, hazmat 2. Okay, so this now looks to be, can't do that one either, it's hazmat. So let's try again. This looks like it's the key jobs that I'm able to turn around and do. So let's have a bit of a look. There are no shunting, so they're all driving today. That'd be nice. Get you out of the yard. So what have we got? 5,000, 32,000. Slightly heavy going to the food factory, which is there, so that's a long way, so I think we'll get rid of that one. Freight hall. Very heavy. That one we could do. That's the one I had. 2 cars on the end. That's heavy. And that's the one that we just did. They're all very low value. So 324. None of those are going the same place. So I think it'll be this one. The deliver Krugman Electronics, Nove 6 shipment of electronics and imported new cars. 65 minutes. Going to machine factory in town. And if I remember rightly, they were on this side. That hasn't reset everything, so I must have put that job on the table at the end of the last episode. I don't quite remember. Yeah. So, have we got 2 empty tracks? We have. Right. I have an idea farming. So we are in E. So if I run around, grab on the front, I can reverse it back along to C, and then loop it around and go back out that way. let's get set up for that. That was the correct train. Pressure in the pipes is coming up, so we should now start creeping forwards. Let's get cab lights and headlights on. So basically I need to pull this forward, clear it through that junction completely, and then turn us back. Run tail first into C, and then turn. I suppose theoretically I could go back all the way and then go down into B and do the U-turn there, but B's a tricky one because I think B's the military complex and they don't always give you enough space to back up without running into that, so I'll probably go around C instead. To find the world map, which I think will be in the lost and found by the shed, so let's just wait for the two cars to come past there. There we go. Bump it back into that. But yeah, so plans for doing videos. Boone is going to start doing more videos. I know neither of us have been particularly punctual with doing videos, and I know time and again we've said, oh, we're going to take it a little bit more seriously, treat it almost like a second job. But I think now, I know we're already nearly a month into 2021, but this is where we're going to sort of start sitting down together and working out who's doing what and coming up with a bit of a schedule, or schedule, depending on how you want that pronounced. And then working to try and start not putting out more videos, put my teeth in, not putting out more videos necessarily, or not a set number more rather. Obviously we want to put more videos out, but we're not sort of, I know when we started it we were like, oh, we're going to do a video every Thursday and then we'll do something on a Sunday as well, we'll do 2 videos a week, and it didn't work for us. And I think part of that was I was editing both videos, and that meant that if I had a quiet week at work or an average week at work where I might have to work, you know, either to my actual allotted hours or just a couple of hours over, I could do that, and that wasn't a problem. But if we had a week where something happened and I maybe needed to spend an extra 3, 4, 5 hours doing work, which it balances out really. We don't technically get paid overtime. We can put in for it if we feel like it, but my manager at the minute and their manager above them are both very much of the budgets are tight, we would rather, you know, when you have to work hard and put in extra time, you do that. And then when it's a quieter week, you know, maybe you don't have to do your full 40 hours. You can take a few bits here and there, and touch wood, I've never had a problem where, you know, I phoned up my manager and I've gone, hiya, I'm going to need Wednesday afternoon next week off because I've got a doctor's appointment, dentists, you know, opticians, or got to take somebody to a hospital or something. Never had any problems with them with asking for that. As long as the work's getting done, they don't mind. And that just sort of makes it a little bit tricky sometimes for me to do all of the editing, purely because it's a lot of work. I'm not sure how much space I have here. I have less space than I thought I had here. It should be enough if I'm careful. Yeah. Boone has now started learning the very basics of video editing. He's not, obviously he won't be, you know, the greatest video editor known to man. I'm not the greatest video editor, and I've tinkered about with video editing on and off since I was at secondary school. So that now, more than half a lifetime ago. But as long as he's able to understand the basics of, you know, the blade tool, fading in, fading out, and the basics, then he should be able to do a decent enough job of, at the very least, a basic cut. That's going to hit very hard. Not quite hard enough to do damage, so that's good. And are we just... Ooh. We need about 1.5 yards. See, he's starting to at least do the rough cuts, the first cut sort of things. Actually, do you know what? I need to get these lines connected, don't I, so as I'm not pushing back against nothing. So as we at least get some sort of power in, some sort of air into them, so the brakes don't give up entirely. Yeah, I know it's saying this is a lot of brake pressure for me to be giving to this you know, extended train. So we just need to wait for it to come through. But we are sort of looking at different ways of improving how we produce stuff, and little, not shortcuts, but efficiencies. And I hate saying, when somebody says, we don't want shortcuts, we want efficiencies, it sounds very much like awful business speak. Okay, is that going to be enough? Yeah, that's enough. So, let's reclose that, break that, that'll flood out the air from the back cars and put their brakes back on. Switch that. Now we can start pulling away. But we're just looking for ways to be a bit more efficient, a bit more frequent. Oh, I accidentally flipped a breaker. And the wheels were slipping. Right, so that's us now underway. That was a little bit more complicated than I would have necessarily liked. See, we could... Not sure that would have been enough space, actually. I was going to say we could have come out here and then reversed it. No, because then I wouldn't have had anywhere to do me loop-de-loop, would I? No. Ignore me, I'm being silly. Yeah, we've got all the wagons. So... Oh, I'll tell you what we didn't get. I'll just drop that, I'll go grab it. It's the book from the Lost and Found. So I need to find a little Lost and Found. Grab the world map. There we go. Whoops. There it goes. And into the train. So, because we've now got a hill coming up, I need to get up a bit of speed. See if we can't stop the wheels slipping. There we go. Right, world map. So we are now coming out of the harbour and town. And where do we want to take this? Machine factory in town, which is all the way up at the top. So really we want to go right from the next set of sidings. Not set of sidings, set of points. And then we can go left at that junction. Round there. And like I say, the job reckons it will take 65 minutes. I don't think it will. And I'm pretty sure, even if it does, there'll be plenty of dead space I can cut out where nothing's happening. And because I can't talk for 60... Well, no, that's a lie. I can't talk sense for 65 minutes. I was going to say I can't talk for 65 minutes, which I've got some colleagues who would point out that I most certainly can. And we're wheel spinning again. To go right here, so I think that is the correct setting. Oh, I really don't want to have to start using sand, but I'm starting to get the feeling that I might have to. I could have done, really, with having a better run-up. When I was coming out of the harbour, I should have got my speed up to nearer the limit rather than just trundling along at 20. Because momentum is king, and I didn't take half as much momentum up that hill as I should have done. Okay. We're going to be chugging it along here, to be fair. Not the end of the world. Where are we going? C4I. Okay, so C is there. C4I is the far right-hand siding. Cool. And to get to C, we need to do a right and then a left. It's right, left, right. Who says I wasn't doing stuff at the military side? Right, brakes are fine. We are making slow but steady progress. What I'll probably do is put a cut in here too, where either we get to the next junction or something interesting happens. Because I imagine this is just going to be a slow plodding climb with me fighting against wheel slip. Okay, the engine has just tipped up to the warning light, so that's good. It shouldn't be too much further now, actually. This bit really looks different with the frostiness and the slight covering of snow. It really does. Almost looks like a completely different. I don't want to say a completely different game, but definitely a completely different world map. Okay, so we're now about 2/5 of the way up this climb. I got the pocket watch, didn't I? So I could check on times. And what did I not do? I didn't check on times. Okay, so we've made our way around that now. Keep an eye out for signs to let me know when I can cut the throttle, because we should soon be looking at getting onto a downhill. I think we might actually be on a level now. Yeah, that looks about right. We're not gaining or losing, so doing something right. I think we might actually be gaining a little bit now. 32. No complaints here if we are. In fact, you know what? If we are, let's give it a little bit of a push. See if we can get up to 40 or higher. If they reckon it's going to take us 65 minutes, let's see if we can do it in less than that. sign on the other side, so we should get one soon, I'd imagine. Where's our sign? There's been 2 on that side and we've not had a 1. $80. Looks like we're flatland. Not got an up or a down. So let's give it a bit of power again. Temperature's dropped right back down, so that's good. Fuel, we're just at half. Oil, we're in the green. Sand, we've used a bit, but nothing too drastic. And then see if we can up our speed a bit. Does that sign mean the next speed limit's going to be lower? Because we had the 80 with an upwards arrow, and that was 120. And I had a downward arrow, and that's 90. I bet it's in that book I put in the bin, isn't it? I wonder what would happen if I drove a train into all of these. In fact, I think I know what would happen if I drove a train into all of these. Yeah, it's tempting, but I kind of want to keep playing the game, and I get a feeling if I do that, I'm going to just... Alright, yeah, that's what insurance is for, but still. Right, so what have we got now? Turn into the city and then straight up to the machine factory. We'll get there soon. We are now dropping speed drastically. I've probably cut the power a little bit early. I always forget this is a very heavy train I'm pulling. I think I said that the last time. I forgot it was a very heavy train I'm pulling. Okay, so that's right. So we're going that way. I think that one. We need to go that way. Because this should take us into C. That's 4I. So C. Yep, that's going to 4. That one isn't. That one is. That one is. Excellent. Okay, because we are literally 5 degrees away from burning out. We must have been less than 5 because that's dropping off. We must have probably been about 2.5 degrees from burning the engine. I think we should just let this now coast. Unless it took half an hour for me to get the train out and then remember to start this, I think we might be in for a time bonus on this one. Let's make sure it is going to C4I, which it is. Excuse me. Okay, let's just start lapping some brakes. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I believe that is now in. Oh, that's well in. Perfect. Okay. Station office. This too has a Christmas tree. We are way past Christmas tree season now, it has to be said. Okay. 51 minutes, almost a quarter of an hour early. That is tasty. Alright, so we got the time bonus, so nearly 39 grand. Not bad for 51 minutes work. No environment damage, no fees. Perfect. So, I think, what's there? Oh, we have got a shop on this one. Shall we go and see what's on the shop? Oh, really? You're telling me? There we go. Let's go see what's in the shop. First of all, I need to see if I can find the shop. See, so I'm there, the station's there. So the shop is apparently just the other side of this. There it is. What is that? Ooh, that looks fun. Locomotive remote. Oh. It's 25 grand. I've just got 25 grand. I've just got 39 grand. Operate compatible. Question is though, do I need it? Do I need to be able to operate a locomotive remotely? I think that's something I'm going to have to dwell on. I'm going to have to sleep on that, have a think on it, and come back to it, because I'm not 100% sure I do need a locomotive remote. Would it just be another bit of technology for the sake of having another bit of technology? I don't know. I'm going to have to stand outside, clear my head, and see how I feel in the morning. Ooh, I've got a traffic light. They don't work. Something weird has happened in Derail Valley. But that something weird is very much like the locomotive remote. It's something I'm going to have to think on. It's not something I'm going to have answers to today. So what I will have answers to today is the question of, is this the end of the video? This is the end of the video. So do your YouTube shenanigans, the button clicking and bell ringing and thumbs up, thumbs down, commenting, all that shenanigans. Or don't, because I've said it before, I will undoubtedly say it again. I'm not the boss of you. But what I will do for you is I will thank you for watching. And I will say I really do hope that I see you in the next video. Look after yourselves and look after those around you. We're still going through strange times, but I shall speak to you in the not too distant future. Hopefully. And I will give Boone a boot up the backside and see if he can pull his finger out and get something done himself, because I understand that we're turning into a bit of a XL Plays Derail Valley channel rather than just two blokes play their own style of games and occasionally play a game together. So, but again, thanks for watching and take care of yourselves and those around you. Bye bye.